Oh my! And good afternoon, or I guess it's evening now, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the Solu Broadcasting Network. We are live from the Yon Arena here in Pomfret, Connecticut, on the campus of the Pomfret Prep School, the home of the Griffins. And we are at the Woodstock Ladies Preseason Jamboree, game number 3 on the date here, as the Suffield Wildcats are taking on the Grafton Girls Hockey Co-op. The Wildcats in white, blue, and maroon, skating from your left to your right. And the Grafton organization, is it Grafton? I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Where the heck is it? There we go. Grafton, yep. Grafton, wearing green and black. Grafton, diagonally across the jerseys. I don't have the Grafton roster. I don't know if it was sent to me, but it's not on this sheet, so I don't have it. So we'll just, unfortunately, going to have to be calling the girls by the nose. But if anybody from Grafton can get a roster, we'll try and get one after the affair, so we have it for the other games. I'll be happy to do that. That way we can call the girls by their names. It might have been my fault. I thought it was on this sheet, and I realized when I got here, not every team's on that sheet. So I might have had it in another email, so that might be my fault. All right, leaning in to take the draw now. Lila Fraser, the junior from Suffield, getting the start is 0-0. Cecilia Estrada, and down at the other end is number 30. Wow, 0-0 for a goaltender. Huh. That takes something you shouldn't say in a girls' game. At the blue line, sending it across. That's knocked down. Wearing Robert Parrish's old number, the Chief. As it's sent wide to the goalkeeper. Estrada. Quickly now, left it there for Croyle. Croyle tried to get it in. That ends up back at the blue line. Bazoo. Bazoo will send it up. Suffield quickly on the counter attack will send it in. Up now by Grafton behind their own net, number 2 in your scorecard. We'll send it out towards the blue line. It's knocked down at a mid-air. Nice play there by number 67, Alexa Hall. That young lady. Here comes Bazoo now. Bazoo lost the handle on it. Bodies go flying there. Along the boards is coming over to get a piece of it was Bonnell. And now Suffield will regroup in their own zone. Hard across now. Lily Dumko, the freshman, under a little bit of duress there. And coming over to get it now is Holly. Holly will turn on it there. Over for Dumko. Dumko digging, mucking. Puck comes loose in front. And gotten out of there by Bazoo. And quickly now, the Wildcats will dump it out to center and chasing it down there is number 15 for Grafton. We play one 22-minute period running time. There is icing and offsides, delayed icing and offsides. If you ice the puck and you're shorthanded, it still is icing. Penalties are for a minute and a half. There is no overtime. Behind the net now, getting it back towards the blue line. Nice stick there. In the passing lane to break it up momentarily. Dangerously comes across. Quick shot, a big stop there by Estrada. As Grafton gets their first good opportunity of the afternoon. Now on it, number 4, trying to slide it across. Couldn't connect. Quickly now, Grafton on it there. Down the left wing, trying to get it back in front. Couldn't do so. Bouncy puck is knocked down by Suffield. Can't get it out at the blue line. Trying to step to the inside with it. That's poke checked away. A good team effort on defense there is Ruth Blanchfield. Well, they'll send it all the way down for the Wildcats. Icing is the call. All right, next on the docket here today, we got the East Bay Eagles. Oh, Suffield's playing back-to-back games. They're going to stay on the ice. They got a little back-to-back, belly-to-belly. I didn't realize that. So they'll be playing East Bay next. East Bay tied Woodstock in their first game, 1-1. 19:15 left to go on the running clock in the affair. Playing one 22-minute running time period. Off the glass and sent in. And that's number 57, Avery Fanning, the sophomore. On it there, Giloni, send it in. Grafton had it knocked away at the red line and sent back in quickly there by Fanning. That's knocked down at the blue line. On it there is Ruth Blanchfield. There's Brooke Ruth Blanchfield and Devin Ruth Blanchfield. I don't know if they are related or if they all like Bubba and Faust. Into the corner it goes now, Grafton. On it there. Now Grafton will try to come away with it at center ice, but it's knocked down. Here comes Suffield now on the counter attack. Chasing it down into the corner is Riley Shove. Tried to get it back out in front, comes back to the blue line where it's knocked down. Quick shot, doesn't get all the way through. Good quick shot there at the blue line. Number 74, that was Marie Steer, a freshman, Marie. That one sent on goal, covered up by Cecilia Estrada, and there'll be no further play. 18 minutes left to go here in the affair. 0-0 is the score. Who's winning? The Bears. Still a fantastic opportunity for everybody to put in $5 a man on the next goal, or on the first goal. Bouncing puck ends up into the corner. On it there is Rylan O'Connor. O'Connor trying to sidestep the oncoming forecheck there, and help arrives in the form of number 19 Green. Oh, a little bit of pushing and shoving in the corner there, and it looks like number 5, Kylie Bizou, the junior, is going to be headed to the sin bin. 2 minutes for cross-checking, I think, is going to be the call. We'll see what the official has to say. Oh, roughing is the call. Well, you know how I feel about roughing, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of the program. It's an oxymoron to call roughing. You're basically saying the girl is playing hockey roughly, which in and of itself, like I said, is an oxymoron. I think roughing should only be called after a whistle. Cross-checking, slashing, spearing, tripping, hooking, kneeing, interference, of course, can happen at any time. Now, roughing, when there's roughing during the gameplay itself, you're basically told you're playing a very rough sport too roughly, and I myself, it just doesn't compute. But the refs have been fantastic, even with the roughing call. It was a penalty. Just thought it was a cross-check. Anyway, I digress. Quick shot from the point of Strada, pouring at it there. On it now, coming around with it is Croyle. Croyle ran out of real estate, ends up on the back of the net now for O'Connor. Bouncing around now, Grafton on the power play. Lady advantage for another minute. Got it out in front. Nobody home, came all the way back to the blue line, but they can't get it out, Kent Suffield. Now they'll carry it out to center, as Madeline Croyle will come away with it. Croyle. And now Grafton with the puck. Grafton will send it in. Chasing it down now is Kira Allard. Allard under duress. On the backhand, doesn't get out. At the blue line, kept in momentarily. Did she keep it in? Stepping up to keeping it. Nice play there, but now it comes back out to center ice. There's chased down by Grafton's number 14. Cutting against the grain at the blue line. Carrying it in down the left wing, putting the brakes on. 6 seconds left to go on Grafton power play. They send it across and bounces out to center where it's picked up there. Number 24 wearing Ken Bumgarner's old number. Grafton over the blue line, but Suffield has killed off the penalty and will send it all the way down. On it now is Grafton behind their own net. 15:15 to go. Grafton on the puck now. Looking to carry it out to center. Number 24 with speed. Down the left wing. Over the blue line. Trying to cut back to the inside. Poke checked away nicely there. Nicely timed poke check there by the defense lady, Dumko. A freshman. And sends out to center. 14:50 left to go here in the affair. Grafton on it there. Will send it up. Over the blue line. Did they stay on sides? They did. As they send it behind the net. 0-0 is the score. Just over 14 and a half left to go in the affair. Game number 3 of 9 on the docket here today. I got to imagine they're going to be zamboning the ice after this affair because it's starting to get quite choppy out there. Puck bouncing around at the blue line. Grafton getting to it, sending it on net. Estrada will cover it up, and there'll be no further play. 14 minutes left to go here in the affair. Still 0-0. If you got the under in Vegas, you're very pleased with things. If you got the over, and clearly you didn't speak with Ace Rothstein this morning about the over-unders here today. Girls hockey tends to be very close in scoring and very low scoring. Here's a quick shot. Big stop there by Estrada. That's sent all the way down. Grafton will give chase now. On it there is number 11. Picking it up behind her own net. Hounded there. Good forecheck there. Quickly there by Banfi, excuse me. As it's in the corner. Grafton having a little bit of trouble coming out of their own zone now. There's the forecheck of Suffield doing a nice job we see there. Gaglione keeping the puck in. And now Grafton looking to get the puck out to center ice. Right into the possession there of Rylan O'Connor. She'll send it over for Giglione, who will send it in. 13 minutes left to go here, 0-0 is your score. Both teams with a couple of opportunities, not too many shots on goal for either team. A very evenly played opening stanza. Well, only stanza, because we're playing one 22-minute running time period. Along the boards now, Grafton will send it in. A lot of snow there, you see. So I'm imagining the Zamboni will be making its way out onto the arena ice after this affair. I don't know. Quickly now, turning it going at the blue line and sending it in. On it there for the Wildcats is O'Connor. O'Connor, the freshman, couldn't get it out. Here's a chance down low, letting the shot go. Estrada to save. The net has come off its protective moorings. Then there'll be no further play. I think we got to change that rule too. Just because the net comes off its moorings a little bit, there's nothing holding the nets on anymore. Very little tiny, like 6-inch spike maybe. So they do come off very easy. They got to come off easy. You don't want a kid running into the goalpost at 20 miles an hour and the thing doesn't give. That's a bad idea. If it gets knocked off its moorings a little bit, I just let them play until the puck's out, or maybe the ref can then skate over and fix it, I don't know. Just feel like the net comes off way too much in way too many games, too easily. But again, it's really don't have another choice. Here's Praisner. Can't really secure the nets anymore than they are. That would be dangerous. And I get it. Here comes Grafton now with speed, 3-on-2 through the neutral zone. Stepping to the outside with it. Forced wide. Behind the net, carrying it around through. Still with it, got it back to the blue line in the feet, but kept in by 3. Now it's dropped off at the blue line. A little bit of give and go. On 9. 9 takes the elbow to the back. Play allowed to continue. Good hit there by Praisner. Trying to get it out, couldn't do so. That one slid through the goal mouth, and the net came off its protected moorings. I don't know if the ref saw it or didn't see it. A play allowed to continue. That's knocked down at the blue line. Grafton with the puck now. Turning and going. Trying to get it in front. A battle ensues there in front of the net as bodies go flying. Things starting to get a little spirited out there on the ice. That pleases the broadcaster. Bouncing puck through the neutral zone, and away comes Suffield with it now. The Wildcats out to the neutral zone where Grafton will step up and send it back in. 10:45 left to go. And here's Grafton now over the blue line at the dot, pulling the trigger. That went off a leg there of Allard. Good job by Allard to get into the shooting lane. They do battle now behind the net. Grafton coming away with it. Got it out in front dangerously. Now it's sent to the blue line where it's kept in. Quick shot. Estrada will steer that aside. Actually, that went right up in the air. Dangerously still there. Estrada got the flipper on it. Grafton with their best pressure of the afternoon thus far. As they step up, poke checked away. Getting back to it is 24. Poke checked away yet again. Good back-to-back, belly-to-belly poke checks there by Kira Allard, the junior. Carrying it over the blue line. Offsides is the call. Right at the 10-minute mark of the affair. I want to thank you so much for joining us here. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. Game number 3 on the docket. As it's knocked down at the blue line by Suffield. Trying to turn back to the forehand. Green not allowing, taking the risk very nicely. That was number 57. That's Fanning for Suffield. Grafton getting to the puck in the neutral zone. Trying to get it over the blue line, offsides. At the blue line is the call. And there'll be no further play. Face off just outside the Wildcat zone. Grafton in control, will send it in. Under 9 minutes to go in the affair. That bounces out loose now to Root Blanchfield. Root Blanchfield down the right wing. Bodies collide. And Granfield behind their own net with it now. Grafton, excuse me. And the puck comes back to the blue line where Suffield will keep it in. 8.5 minutes left to go now in the affair. A battle ensues behind the net there as Croyle leans into her lady. Behind the net. Suffield trying to get it back out in front. Quickly on it there. And turning on it. That was number 7 there for Grafton. Still can't get it out. Now the Wildcats have got Grafton hemmed in here. And that comes back to the blue line. And Grafton still can't get it out. And Grafton getting fresh legs on the ice now. Suffield getting fresh legs on the ice now. Grafton players mouth breathing out there a little bit, looking a bit like Clubber Lang in the 3rd round of the second fight versus Rocky Balboa, which was at Madison Square Garden in 1983. Through the neutral zone and over the blue line, Grafton got it in. Steered aside by the goalkeeper. Into the corner it goes now. Grafton on it there. Sending it down low. Got a lady cutting to the cooker. Couldn't get it there in time. And back the other way now. Here come the Wildcats. Wildcats carry the puck to the neutral zone. Root Blanchfield will send it in. Nevin Root Blanchfield, excuse me. With 7:10 left to go. Grafton resetting now. Behind their own goal line. As they look to break it out. First pass in the skates. A little bit of trouble. A lot of snow by the doors right now. The ice thick and messy out there. It would make sense to Zamboni now if Suffield's playing back-to-back as well. That may be why they got scheduled back-to-back. We shall see. And a nice play behind the net. Got it back to the blue line, letting the shot go just wide of the Grafton goalkeeper. Grafton trying to get the puck out. Couldn't do so on the initial effort once again. Suffield making Grafton expend a lot of energy now, but dancing with the puck through the neutral zone with speed. Here comes number 2. Down the left wing. Tough angle shot. Just missed on the waffle side. That's kept in along the boards as bodies go flying right in front of the official. Behind the net now. Got it back out in front. Swept out of harm's way there by Bazoo. The great Bazoo. I wonder if she's related to the great Gazoo. Quickly now. Here comes Bazoo. Bazoo. Down the left wing. Bazoo off the boards to herself. That's a dot. Pulls the trigger. Deflected. Nice defensive deflection there by number 7 in green. Turning on it. Letting the shot go. Steered aside. And Suffield on it there. Trying to get the puck back in front but couldn't connect. Came back to the blue line where it's kept in. But the second effort comes away now. A 2-on-1 developing for Grafton. Poke checked away. A beautifully timed poke check there by Allard. Allard has broken up a lot of plays here today. Well-timed poke check there once again. As the Wildcats look to get things going. That's poke checked at center ice. Stepping through the traffic now and fighting with it now is number 7 coming over to break it up. A nice job there by number 26 in white. That's the freshman Dumko. Good play there by Dumko. And as it ends up back at the blue line, keeping it in, letting the shot go with just over 5 minutes to go. Bodies collide at the blue line there as Suffield will recover the puck and gain possession. Poke checked away there. At the line. And back the other way now. Here comes Grafton. Grafton down the left wing with speed. Fighting through the check. Got it out in front and gobbled up like a biscuit on Thanksgiving. Like we all did just a week or so ago. By the goalkeeper, Estrada. 4:40 left to go in the affair. Still 0-0 is the score. This is both organizations' first game of the Jamboree. I imagine first games of the season. Not official yet. The season kicks off this week for all of these teams, but this is a great way to start the season. A little preseason action here today. Games have been good. 1-1, 1-0, and this one 0-0. So goals are at a premium here today. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go back door deflected. Big stop there. There's the goalkeeper slid over to close to Wiggins. Now a big waffle slid there. Bouncing puck. Another save there by the goalkeeper. As she grabbed it right out of midair. Rounding the Wildcats point blank. A great job there. By number 30 in green. 3:45 left to go here. Couple of big stops there by the Grafton keeper. Here they come now right off the faceoff. Through the neutral zone, good back check and broken up nicely at the blue line there. Stepping up was Rylan O'Connor. Good play by the freshman there. Down the left wing comes Grafton with the puck. Behind the net, protecting it, got a lady out in front, sourcing it in front. That's knocked out of midair by Praisner. Along the boards now, pinching in to keep it in down the left wing. Tried to cut back inside. But Bazoo got in the way of that. Suffield on the puck will send it across and come out to center ice with it. Back the other way they come now with speed. Croyle trying to knife her way through, rolls to the goalkeeper, and there'll be no further play. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the affair. Still a scoreless affair. Still a great opportunity for everybody here on hand and everybody at home to throw in $5 a man on the first goal. Well, if it doesn't hit, you just carry the money over to the next game. More money won next game if that's the case, Either way, we're all having a good time here at the old Jamboree. 2.5 minutes left to go in the affair. That's sent in. Bizou in the corner. Leaned into but avoided the check, but coughed up the puck. Here's a chance now down low. Dangerously swiped away there by Estrada. That came loose in front. Suffield will come away with it and back the other way they come now through the neutral zone. First cast failed to connect there to Bonnell. That's sent in with 2 minutes left to go. Turning away from the oncoming traffic there, protecting the puck and getting it back to the blue line, but all the way back to the neutral zone it came for Grafton. As they look to reset, the puck hardly moving out there now. There's so much snow. You can see the girls often overskating the puck because it's just stopping out there. And now Suffield, a little bit of trouble trying to get it out. Can't get it out on the second try. And now they do come away with it. Back the other way now, Dumko. She lost the handle on a lot of traffic in the neutral zone. That's sent ahead. 1.5 minutes left to go in the affair. 0-0 is the score. Grafton looking to break out of their own zone cleanly. They do. Out to the red line. Stepping up at the red line there was Allard. And Allard will send it in. That hops over the stick and into the corner it goes now. You can see the snow on top of the puck. In the corner. Quickly on it there. I imagine that the ice is twice as bad at the end of an NHL period the way those guys cut it up. Oh, but they come out, though, twice a period and clean the ice. Not the Zamboni, but the ice crew. Back to the blue line, so I'm sure that helps a lot. And here comes Grafton now, out to the red line. Can't gain the blue line. 45 seconds left to go now. Counterattack there by Ruth Blanchfield. She'll drop it off, leaving it for Fanning. Fanning down the left wing, ran out of room. And the puck cleared but not out. Kept in by Suffield. 35 seconds to go. On it now, Grafton. Grafton carrying the puck out with speed. Through the neutral zone. A lot of traffic there. Good job just to chip it in. And now it's sent back out to center where number 11 will recoil under a lot of duress there as the Wildcats pouncing. They're digging, they're mucking, doing their homework. 10 seconds left to go. Each team looking for a last moment opportunity. Can Grafton get one? The Wildcats off the boards. 5 seconds left. A quick shot doesn't get through, and that's going to do it. Well, the buzzer sounds, and this one comes to a close. Your score: the Wildcats 0, Grafton 0. All right, we'll be back for the next affair. I'm not sure if they're Zamboniing. They are going to Zamboni. So we'll be back in about, I guess, like 25 minutes, a half hour for the next affair. So thank you so much for tuning in. For my camera lady, producer, director, and bride, the lovely and talented Miss Michelle, I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. You've been watching the Woodstock Jamboree, your final once again. The Wildcats 0, Grafton 0. We'll see you back for the next affair in about 25 minutes. So refill that sarsaparilla and get the horsey sauce on the sandwich. Thank you so much for joining us. 0-0 is the final.